Hello there YouTube, it's your Bobby3, back with another kicking action figure review. Today reviewing a figure I've wanted for a very, very long time, and I'm glad to finally have it. It is the Bandai 2007 Ultra Monster Series EX Jamila. Yes, this is one of my favorite episodes of the original Ultraman series, and one of my favorite Ultraman episodes ever of any series. The astronaut that was mutated and turned into a Daikaiju in outer space and returned to Earth to wreak havoc upon those that fucking sent him to space and whatever the fuck. He was a mad astronaut. He breathed fire. It's pretty cool. And his design is kind of simple, but like it works. Like he looks like he's in pain, you know? Like it's hard for him to move, and like his skin is pulled too tight across his face, and he's covered in cracks, and like a lot of blue ones look kind of veiny. And mine is used, so I don't have the tag to show you. But the paint wear on him is quite minimal, honestly. Especially for a figure that's kind of starting to push 20 years old, you know? Very nice. And he's fully painted on the back, as you can see here. They just straight up don't do that on Ultraman figures anymore. Like, look at this Ultraman Titus that I reviewed recently. There's like almost no paint on this dude's back. But this back, fully painted. The one where the feet aren't painted, but you know, who the hell cares about that. And the inside of the arms aren't painted, but I kind of don't blame him for that. But he does have painted claws on the hands and on his toe beans. Pretty nice. I like the paint a lot. He's got like the brown around his mouth. That's a really good touch. The EX 2007 figures are all really good. Articulation-wise, his arms can kind of go 360 if you pull them out a little when you articulate them. And he's got a waist swivel there. So it's not quite the ultra articulation as many other YouTubers coined it, but you know, it's been the same points really. The arms aren't just aren't placed on him the same way they are other ultras. So now let's get into size comparisons. Here he is with the Ultra I just showed him with. The Ultra Hero Series 66 Ultraman Titus. Now this is a Spark Doll sized figure, so he doesn't scale super well with Jamila. Actually, it might not be as bad as you think, because the head for the suit actor is right here, and you know it's right there because on this figure it's so hard to see on camera. It's like impossible to see on camera. But there are little dots where the actor would look and breathe through. They're sculpted on, which is a magnificent attention to detail. It's just that you just can almost not see them at all. But yeah, I am just going to say he is a little too big for Titus here. But here is an Ultra Monster Series figure. Sorry, Movie Monster Series figure. It is the Movie Monster Series manga Ultraman. Anime Ultraman from Season 2. I read the manga first, so, well. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. You know, if he encountered a Jamila, then that he was the same size as, I think this would work. If he was giant sized or if he was Kaijin sized, that'd be good. Let's take him out of there. And, you know, let's compare him with some other tokusatsu franchises, some non-Ultraman Toku heroes. Here he is with the Rider Hero Series Kamen Rider Build Hazard Rabbit Tank. I think this would be cool if he was Kaijin sized. And then we also have the Kenner VR Troopers Caitlin Hall. I don't really think that he works well with her either way, to be completely honest. So let's take her off of there. Then we have the Power Rangers Lightning Collection SPD A-Squad Yellow Ranger. And by the way, everyone I've shown so far I have reviewed. So all these figures can be reviewed. If he was Kaijin sized, this would be a great scaling. If he was Kaijin sized. Here's a figure I haven't reviewed. Well, sort of. It was from the same action figure haul as him, the Papo 2008 Allosaurus. I think that's cool. If this was just a kaiju, I think that would be fine. But it's a dinosaur. I've reviewed the 2019 repaint, but I haven't reviewed this specific version of Papo Allosaurus. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe and stuff if you want to see that, you know? Now let's start comparing him with Kaiju, huh? I think that's important. Here he is with the Bandai Creations GMK Godzilla, 2001 Godzilla, you know? I think that's a pretty cool scaling. Here he is with the Playmates 2017 King Kong. I think that's a great scaling. I think that looks pretty wonderful, actually, quite factually. Here he is with the Titanic Creations Titanicus, a figure I haven't shown off in a while. They kiss. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I also want to show him off with an Ultra Monster series figure. This is another Spark Doll sized one. Hyper Zeton Death Scythe, who I do not think scales with him. Sorry. Just wanted to show him with an Ultra Monster in the Spark Doll scale. And then our last figure is another 2007 Ultra Monster Series EX figure. And it is Archbogal, whatever you want to call her, from Ultraman Mebius. And they scale pretty well together. So it looks like he's going to scale well with his own line. And at the end of the day, that's what matters, you know? That he scales well with his own line. But that's pretty cool. So what are my final thoughts on the Bandai Japan 2007 Ultra Monster Series EX Jamila? He's a really cool monster. I think one of the reasons they don't make a lot of figures of him and that they cost a lot is because he's extremely memorable, but his story was like so specific and stuff that they don't really use him as a character anymore. So they don't make a lot of figures of him, so you'll have to get one that's slightly older. But they're going for about 50 online now, used, no tag. It was 100, I feel like, a while back, and I wasn't willing to pay that for him. But 50? I was pretty damn willing to pay $50 shipped. That's including shipping. I think I got a good deal. He's got minimal paint wear on him. I don't really care about the tag. I mean, he's got great paint and a magnificent sculpt. The articulation is what I expected. You know what? I think this is a good soft vinyl figure. And I think if you're a collector who loves the original Ultraman and loves this super sad episode, then you'll enjoy this figure. But that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all next time. Bye for now.